Welcome back to Growing Craft. Please do subscribe to our channel before we start this video and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out any of our updates. Also, back to my channel friends, it's Sonia here from Growing Craft and thank you so much for joining. And I know all of you have been asking me kab aayega ye video and finally aa gaya. Now today we are going to do a lot of work and then tray, but before that we have to create a lot of beautiful embellishments, and for this I'm using this beautiful mold. All the supplies whatever I'm using is from Etsy Bitsy. All the supplies links are mentioned in the description box, you can check that. Now first I'm using my air dry clay and I'm going to prepare a lot of embellishments. Now this is one of the easiest way of creating a beautiful piece of embellishment set for your projects. Maybe if you want to use it for your frames, for your wall decor, for your trays, for your any of your mixed media or your decoupage artwork, they are absolutely fab to work with. Now once I'm done with the pressing of the clay on my mold, then I'm going to take it out, and like this you can create a complete new set of embellishments for your different projects. There is a huge collection of molds, and yes, with the air dry clay it becomes super easy. So this is how I'm going to create a lot of different embellishments, and here I have already done a lot of work. So yes, this hardly takes any time, and you get a lot of bunch of embellishments to work with, and you can play around with different mediums. Now first we need to prep up our base, and for prepping up our base, here I'm going to apply a coat of gesso. I'm going to have good 2 coats of gesso so that my base is covered up really well. Now I'm going to apply my gesso only on the top part of my tray. I'm not going to cover the sides right now. Why, that you will see later on. So yeah, right now let's focus on the gesso work. So for gesso, you need to make sure that you give at least 2 to 3 coats of gesso so that it covers up your base really well. It preps up your base really well so that you can do your decoupage and mixed media art on the top of it. Once you are done with the gesso, then you can play around with any of the mediums on the top of it. Trust me guys, prepping up your base with gesso is really important. Once you are done with that, you can just play around with any of the supplies. Just in case if you guys have not seen the unboxing video of these supplies, please do check that video. I'm sure you guys are going to love that. So here I'm just applying gesso on the borders and the center part of the tray, not on the sides at all. Once I'm done with the first coat, immediately I did my second coat, and then I let it dry for a good amount of time so that we can move on to the next step.
J'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter, de son ciseau d'enfer, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer.
Now it's time to play around with our embellishments. So I actually gave a quite lot of time for my embellishments to dry out, and now we are going to use heavy gel medium and we are going to stick this. Now heavy gel medium are one of the best adhesives to stick your embellishments. Now first I'm going to just arrange all my elements on my sides of the tray, and then we are going to stick it. Now what kind of pattern you want and what kind of look and feel you want, you can just decide out, and once you are done with your layout making, then you can do it. So here I'm just going to put up all the flowers, leaves and the buds and everything, and then we will be starting with the sticking work. And for sticking, here I'm using a heavy gesso like I mentioned earlier, and I'm just going to use my palette knife or the brush and stick all these elements on the tray. Now arranging this is really fun. I absolutely love this project. This is one of the very interesting projects time when you just play around with the embellishments. You just mix and match everything and you create a beautiful layout. Now here sticking them is super easy. Just take out your elements, add your gel mediums and stick it to your base, and you are done. Just give it a little more time to dry out because the clay embellishments take a little more time. So once these have dried out completely, it's super fun. So once we are done with the front side of the tray, then we are going to do the back side, the other side of the tray. We are not going to do any clay work on the handle sides. We are just going to do the clay work on both the broader sides of the tray so that the handling becomes easier. after my clay work has dried out, it's time to apply our gesso. Yes, so that was the reason we were not applying the gesso, because there was no point of doing the gesso and then sticking work and then again playing around with the gesso, because I prefer to apply a coat of gesso on my clay work so that it absorbs all the mediums and the textures really well. Now I'm going to make sure that I apply a generous amount of gesso and cover the complete area so that it covers up really well. And now we are going to cover all the sides of the tray with the gesso. Chalk paints are one of my favorites, and these shades are absolutely gorgeous. Now here I wanted to do this like on the complete tray, so I just thought of using my fan brush and doing the covering on the complete surfaces. Now here I'm going to apply 2 coats of chalk paints so that I get the even coloring. As the surface is very big, it took me a little more time to do the coloring work, but once I was done with the coloring work, it looked really fab. Now with the chalk paint, I'm going to cover the complete tray with the same color, because we are going to add a lot of textures and different mediums on the top of it. So my chalk paint has dried out and it's time to play around with stencil, and I loved adding grey color to this particular space. So yes, I did not want to do the complete stencil work. Like I said, we are going to play around with a lot of mediums. So I just thought of doing a bit of stencil work so that when you see the tray, the grey color pops out really well and it really enhances the color and my tray decor piece. Now with the sponge dauber, I'm going to apply my chalk paints. If you want, you can use your stencil brushes also, it's absolutely fine. Just make sure you have a good quality chalk paints. Like I mentioned, I've been using these chalk paints for quite a long time and I absolutely love this. Once again, I'll just remind you that all the supplies, whatever I'm using, are from Itsy Bitsy, and all the supplies are mentioned in the video description box. You can check that. And yes, once I'm done with the dabbing on one of the areas, I'm going to repeat this stencil work on the remaining side of the tray also.
À 2 doigts de nos lèvres, 2 doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'enfer, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à 2 doigts de nos lèvres, 2 doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'enfer, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer.
So after my stencil work, I'm just dabbing my sponge dauber, the leftover chalk paints, on the sides of the tray. Now this is just to give a little more dramatic look to my tray. Otherwise you could, if you want, you can choose any other shades also. But I wanted to have this pale green and the grey color work, and this looked really fab. Now this is the most interesting part. Now here I have my gilding glue and I'm going to have this on my clay work, and it is going to look absolutely fab. I know you guys must have seen the pictures at the starting of the video, but do check the video till end because I'm going to post some more pictures of this tray, and this looks absolutely fine. Now for the gilding glue, you just need to apply it, leave it for 15 to 20 minutes, and honestly my tray was so big and I had to do so much of gilding work that by the time I finished the complete application of this gilding glue, my first part was absolutely ready to work with my foils. Now here I'm going to apply this on the sides, only on the clay work whatever I have done, and then in the center part I'm going to apply it on the corners and the sides, and in fact I'm going to highlight my stencil work with this gliding work too, that you will see later on.
Impossible à effacer, que j'ai presque bu le goûter. Impossible à effacer, que j'ai presque bu le goûter. Impossible à effacer, que j'ai presque bu le goûter. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur a sculpté de son ciseau d'orfèvre des souvenirs impossible à effacer. Le bonheur est passé.
Now the fun part begins, and here I have my gold flakes and I'm going to play around with it. This is one of my favorite part. I absolutely love these kind of foiling work because they are so quick and they add a lot of drama to your project, and that is something which I absolutely love having on my projects. Now with a paintbrush I'm just going to pick up few of the pieces and cover it up completely on the areas wherever I have my adhesive applied. Now this is the fun part, wherever you have applied the adhesive it is just going to stick there only. So yes, that's why I mentioned earlier also, you need to be really careful where you are applying your adhesives, and this is going to take a complete new look on my project.
Impossible à effacer, le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur a sculpté de son ciseau d'orfèvre des souvenirs impossible à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur a sculpté de son ciseau d'orfèvre des souvenirs impossible à effacer.
It's time to do a bit of stencil work outside the tray. So here I'm repeating the same pattern so that it looks like a similar pattern outside also, and I'm dabbing the same gray color with my sponge dauber. Now using stencil is one of the best way of adding a different element to your projects. Just your stencils, your chalk paints, and you are done. You just don't need any other elements to add to it. So in this tray honestly I have used my gilding work, my stencil work, my chalk paint work, my clay work, and we are done. And trust me, this is one of the best copies which I have made recently. So I'm going to repeat this process of stencil work on all the sides, the handle sides, and of course wherever we have done the clay work I'm just going to add a tinge of stencil work there also.
Impossible à effacer, que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Impossible à effacer,
Now it's time for a product for which I can vouch for, because these are the metallic waxes which I've been using for years now, and this is the gold metallic wax which I'm using right now. So I'm just going to dab it around the edges just to give it a little more dramatic and a gold finish look. So with these wax you don't need any tools, just with your fingers just touch the wax and use it on your surfaces, on any surfaces, and it just create wonders. There are a lot of shades available in these kind of waxes, you can check that, and yes, they look absolutely fab. You can use them on any of the mediums, even on the clay work I'm going to do a bit later on. So yeah, they add a lot of drama to your projects.
De son ciseau d'enfer, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Que j'ai presque bu le goûter. 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 Que j'ai presque bu le goûter.
It's time to seal my project, and here I'm using my matte varnish, and it's going to cover the complete project. I'm going to have good 2 coats of varnish so that this project lasts longer, and I can just clean it up with a damp cloth and it's going to be absolutely fine. So using your varnish is the most important thing, and yes, with this our project is done. I'm sharing few more pictures at the end. Do check that. All the supplies links are mentioned in the video description box. Do check that, and do let me in the comment section if you like this project, and do also let me know which one is your favorite supply. I would love to know about that. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Take care. Bye bye.